am in a much better mental space as, compared to when I was still in dermatology. I didn't talk a lot about it in my vlogs. I mean, I may mention in passing by sentences, but essentially, yesterday I was grabbing lunch by myself in front of the uni. We have like a few of the restaurants and kebab places, and I was there, in my hospital clothes, and like my friend was like, oh, I don't know if, they are going to let you in, because some places let you do that, and some places are like, no, please change into your normal straight clothes before you enter. But we don't have much time in the middagspause, so in the lunch break, so I went anyways because I was tired of the cafeteria food, and there I ran into another medical student in the dermatology department who was like also in PJ, so who is also doing his last year rotations. And when I almost finished my rotation there, he was starting his rotation in the same department, and we were both like, it was such a, toxic and not happy environment. Maybe if you guys are interested, I can do a video about my working experience in different teams, and we both agree it's super important to work in a team where you have a nice and positive atmosphere, instead of having a boss who is very full of himself. And also, I remembered when I was in dermatology, they would ask us to be there from 8 in the morning till way past 7 in the evening, and not because that people are teaching you anything, but they just don't like to see you leave. And when I was still there, I figured out pretty fast that I do not want to start working in that department, so I came up with excuses. I was like, sorry guys, I have another part-time job, so I have to leave every day at 4:30, otherwise I cannot pay for my studies, which is only partially true, mind you, but I mean, it's ridiculous. Like, we are paid less than 600 euros a month to be there from 8 to 4:30 every day, and also the colleagues there, some of them are not supportive at all. Like, people are very cold, and when we met, we were just like, talking about not wanting to apply to that place. And yeah, so anyways, take home message of this story: if you are stuck at a workplace that is really just toxic, then try to find yourself some other working opportunities, because it is not worth it. Nothing is worth your mental health suffering. Anyways, so as I was saying, in this department, in gastroenterology, almost everybody is like kind, and here we also sometimes stay pretty late, but like, we are willing to stay because we are learning stuff, and those are like tasks that you can learn from, and our attendings, and also like doctors who are a few years into their jobs, they are just teaching us stuff without us being to ask them, which was not the case most of the time in dermatology. I have to say, there are also nice colleagues who are like that. I don't want to deny that, but it was like the minority who are like nice and you can work really well with them. But here, for example, this week, the chief has taught us a lot of things during the roundings. He has also invited us both to like this one conference, and he also invited us to go to this summer dinner with the whole department, which, if you don't know, in Germany, in hospitals, it's quite often that once in summer and once before Christmas, the chief of the department would invite the employees of the department to, go to this get-togethers. So, because we are just students and we only still stay there for maybe 2 months, so he didn't need to invite us, but he still invited us, which, not everybody went, but it was such a nice gesture. So yeah, anyways, I'm so happy to know that I'm now in a much better working environment. Although I'm going to live in this department, next week I'm going to go to nephrology, and today it's my free day out of the week, which I really treasure. As I said, I like the department, but it was so exhausting. Like yesterday, I was there from 7:45 till I think 5:15 in the afternoon, and then I still motivated myself to the gym, because if I don't do like that, I would just not go at all. And I came back home feeling so hot and disgusting. But took a shower obviously, and today I'm still debating if I'm going to the city and going to the gym later, or if I'm just going to stay at home. Like, I am more towards staying at home and get some rest, but I know that when I do this, most of the time I'm not productive, so let's see. But I have already studied French for an hour, which I feel so happy about, because the past 2 weeks I have only studied very sporadically for like 20 minutes each week, and today I studied an hour. I'm studying with this book, which can't recommend. I was like, when I studied German, I was reading some Romance book at first because the language was easy, but guys, I don't know, like, I just feel like I don't like the beginning of this book, but well, it's not important. I still got to learn a lot of the vocabularies with it, so yeah. And now I think I am going to study dermatology, so talk to you later. Bye. Hello everybody, I just want to finish up this vlog, and it's 5 days later. I want to give you guys an update of my week. So this week, I have to say, I didn't feel pretty well. Some things happened at work, and then this morning I was talking to my parents, and I mentioned to them that the day before I moved to my current city, I was in my surgical rotation, right? So the day before my move, I was assisting the professor in aortic bypass surgery. So in the surgery, the surgeon, so the professor, actually hurt me with a needle, like not on purpose obviously, but it just happened, and I didn't said that is infectious and that I could catch because, I mean, in some ways, I think I'm just relying on my luck. Because if it is known that the patient has any disease like hepatitis or HIV, then in the operation theater, everybody would be very, very careful. You would put on even more like protective clothes and gloves and everything. First of all, because of that, and secondly, because it was, the day before my move, there are so many other things to be done. And for example, I still need people to come in at at a certain time to move some of my boxes, and my landlord is due to come to do the final, like, I don't know how you say it in English, but essentially to check the apartment if everything's fine, to write down, everything. And also, I knew from experience, like, one of my friend was also, the same thing happened to her, and she stayed in the hospital somehow for a long time until she was seeing and the blood was drawn and everything. And on that particular day, I just didn't have the time. And so today I told my parents, and my mom was not happy. She was like very mad at me that I didn't react well. I should have, told the professor to ask somebody to take my place and go to get everything checked out. And she's right, and I was, mad at myself as well. Even if I didn't go to get everything checked during the surgery, I should have gone after the surgery. I shouldn't have, just avoided all the problem. Yeah, so guys, I'm still pretty sure that I probably didn't catch anything, but I think I would go to see a doctor next week and tell them the truth that this happened in the last hospital, and if they could draw my blood, because also one reason I didn't, leave the surgery was because I knew we were very understaffed, and if, they would pull me out, first of all, it is a very time-sensitive surgery, so if I need a replacement, like, it was just not good on the surgery, and it's not good for the patient. And also, if they let another colleague to come, then there would be no doctor in the outpatient clinic, and a lot of patients need to wait there for a long time. So, like, I was just considering so many factors. Yeah, so as I was saying that I didn't, react very well in this case, or I didn't respond very well, which I'm a little bit mad at myself still. And I have to say, if this is something that happened in the world, that I would definitively go to see a doctor immediately, but because it happened during surgery, I just didn't move. I just stayed till the end. And so my mom was very mad at me for how I handled this. I talked to them this morning around 7, and during the lunch break, I was like having lunch, and my mom called me again, and I thought she would just, tell me some more that I'm such a moron and stuff like that, because my mom is a teacher, and in my experience growing up, she always likes to be the one who's right, and there is this certain confrontational way of her talking that, you know, a lot of the times, even though I know she's right, it's just how she says them makes me feel hurt. But to my surprise, she called me and she told me that she was thinking this morning, and she knew that there are like very different factors why I react the way I did. It was because I was pretty new to work in the hospital, and obviously the professor is an authority figure, and when I said that, "Professor, you hurt me with the needle," and he didn't react, I just probably felt that there is no way that I can raise this problem again during the surgery, because it was also a very difficult surgery and I don't want him to not focus on helping the patient. And that she said probably the professor is not a bad person, but he probably had this happening to himself during his 40 plus year career. And because I told my mom in the conversation before this that yes, a lot of surgeons experience this type of surgeries quite often. It's not like once in a year, it's often happens like several times a month, and they don't go to see a doctor every time when it happened. So the professor was probably like, oh, it would be nothing. And yeah, so my mom was like, yeah, so we are not putting the blame on you. We should just learn from this, and you go to see a doctor next week and get everything checked, just for you to and us to feel relieved. And next time when this happens, or a situation this you don't know how to react, you should call us, because we are not in Germany with you. So it was really sweet that she said I should call them, and I felt very lucky that she called me again to say that they're not mad at me, and yeah, because you know my mom very seldomly would tell me that they're not mad or I'm not completely at fault, so it just felt very nice coming from her. Anyways, so as I mentioned in the earlier clip, this is my last week in gastroenterology, and I'm going to move to nephrology for a month, and then I'm actually done with my PIOT. So PIOT stands for practitioner, so it's like the last year of medical school, and then I'm going to do my exams and then I'm done. So yeah, today I am also going to my best friend's place and probably just going to watch Dance Academy together and have some Indian food or sushi. We haven't decided yet. We haven't met for a week because she was struck down by gastroenteritis. Poor her, but she's feeling much better. Yeah, so I just want to show you something at the end, and then I would say goodbye. So I got a lip gloss, lip gloss, because I finished mine, and one of I think my friends told me that to try this out. This is the Lifter Gloss by Maybelline, and I think I got it in the color number 8 Stone. I tried it on yesterday and I liked it a lot. It's not currently on, but I want to show you guys this lip gloss. I also want to show you guys my bracelet. So this is a very old one. I think I showed you this during my think. So it's almost like it's probably 15 years ago that we bought this, and I don't know, nowadays I love to have something that reminds me of home, of my grandma and my mom. And my mom actually told me that when we were on that trip, my family was going through a financial rough path, but she didn't let me know because I was so young, and she didn't let my grandma know. And me and my grandma, when we are on vacation together, we just like to buy a lot of unnecessary things that when we are at home we wouldn't give a second look to, right? So essentially during that trip we were doing a lot of the same things, and my mom was just putting all the things we got in our cart bag and didn't let us buy a lot of things. Yeah, I don't know, it's also a small detail, but I am so grateful to my mom in a lot of ways. She's a very, very strong and smart woman, especially her ways to deal with money. I think without her, like, there would be no way that I am studying medicine in Germany, but this could be another video all on its own, like, you know, me talking about the support over the years from people around me, mostly from my parents. So yeah, I just want to end this video on a positive note, and thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.